Warren Berger wrote a great book called A Beautiful Question. The book really centered around how we learn and how our learning is massively decelerated from the age of 5, mainly because we stop asking questions of the world and just start going on to listening and just doing what we're told. So the book expands massively on that thinking, but what I wanted to do today is show you how this has been used and how you can use it in a much more simple way as a leader to drive more creative, strategic and problem-solving thinking. So the notion of a more beautiful question is you have to sort of start with a question of what's something you want to do, something that's framed around why can't we. So in this example I put why can't we successfully double our income. So that's the question we want to answer, and our job then is to ask as many what if questions, and this is what if in the positive sense. So what if we went online, for example, we could do, so that we can then land on a what if question that we then take forward. Now there are some really important rules when you go through this process. One is there can be no debate. You have to write down exactly what you hear. There should be no answers, it's just what if. And if people do make statements, you need to change them into what if questions. So let me just kind of show you what that looks like, because ultimately getting to a what if question that we can work on, and one single what if question is the key. And then, because the only question then is how might we actually go away and achieve that. So the best way I think to do this as a leader is to think about this as a mind map perspective. So why not get that why can't we question in the middle of our mind map? Why can't we double our income? And then just brainstorm like crazy all the what ifs you can think of, as many as you can think of. And when you've exhausted that as a group, then what you can do is you can really hone in on the one what if question you want to take forward, or what you may find as a consequence of reflecting on several what if questions, you might come up with another new what if question that you then take forward. And then it's just a question of, okay, that's our what if question, that's the only thing we're going to work on, and then we just think about how might we actually overcome that and make that happen. It's fair to say that some of the most successful organisations of our modern time have been founded on this single principle. So if you do read the book by Warren Berger, you'll see some really great organisations and how they've used this principle to build their whole organisation, not just solve a single problem or one single creative thinking challenge, but it can be used for things as small or large as that. So I really commend to you A More Beautiful Question.